something I feel like is also just as important with loving yourself is like finding the balance between, you know, being self-centered and being ego-centered. You know, I feel like there's a thin balance, a thin line between self-love and being selfish. So what has that been like? You know, I don't know, it's difficult.
Yeah. So that's something I've been learning recently. Last year, it was a lot about sacred places. It was a lot about, you know, these are my boundaries, not letting you go there because you dishonor this place for me. You don't honor my body. You don't honor my room. You don't honor my things. You destroy them every time I let you in. You always disrespect me. And this is something that's really important in terms of just not honoring yourself and saying, no, I'm not going to allow you to go there. Not because I'm, you know, not because I'm selfish, not because, you know, I'm just, just all, exclusive, but I know that you won't honor that as I honor that. And because I love myself, I'm only going to allow someone in this space who loves and honor that as much as I do. Or at least respect that enough and respect and love me enough to honor that as much as I do. So it is a clear line. I think that you have to, what I'm learning is that you also have to, in loving yourself, opening yourself up to love.
Wow.
And recognizing what that is. So when you get to this place where you're practicing it, and you know that you
opening
are
yourself up to
yourself.
love. I feel like a lot of us don't think we're worthy.
Yes.
A lot of us don't think we're worthy of love.
Yes.
A lot of us think that we don't deserve love. A lot of us have grown up in environments, in situations, in ecosystems that have not produced or been prolific in love. You know, we've been raised and told for so long that we're not worthy. So how do we change that narrative and start telling ourselves that we are worthy of love? You know, I feel like maybe daily affirmations. What is that for you?
Yeah, what is that for me? Like I said, I read devotionals. Sometimes I do things that I like to do. Sometimes, in my quiet space, I listen to music. And I know this sounds like all cliche things, but it's really helpful in terms of, like, this is what I love to do.
It's a ritual.
It's a ritual. It's a ritual. It's a practice. It's work. It's work that you have to do. And this thing with self-love is not something that comes overnight. It's work that you have to do. It didn't come overnight for me. I had low self-esteem for a long time. I cried, like a lot of times. I cried. I didn't love myself. I didn't, have people around me that was affirming me and loving me. I don't think that was because it was something I was doing. And I was making, others a party to a crime that I was committing towards myself. And I think a lot of times we put the blame on other people. They didn't love me. They didn't treat me the right way. And yes, they have that. They did that. They did what they did. But we also have to be accountable and realizing what we're doing. What am I doing to say that this is okay? What am I doing to say so? For me, it's like daily just affirmations. I have posts on my wall that's affirming myself. I do the work that works for me. So I know that I can't function throughout the day if I don't, maybe if you have coffee. You can't function throughout the day if you don't have your good cup of coffee and your silent time with your donut.
Yeah.
Or maybe, it's, talking to a friend on the phone. Or maybe, it's praying. Or maybe it's meditating. Or maybe it's doing yoga. Or maybe it's exercising. All these things are work, but it's all like affirming yourself and making yourself be in a better space. So, it's a ritual. It's work that you have to do. So whatever it is that you like, whatever it is that helps you out and helps you get in a better space, you may not feel like doing it, but after you do it, it's going to feel so much worth it. So I definitely encourage you to find that practice for you, whatever it may look like.